Hello, everyone. I'm Steve.
And I'm Mark.
And this is Smokey, Steve, and Marc.
Yes, it is.
Welcome or welcome back. It is the weekend, so we know what that means.
We know what that means.
Stuff in the coffee and unfinished basement. No underwear to anyone who doesn't follow that.
That's him, not me. I have underwear on.
That's me. So this is Coffee Talk, and we're going to get into a little bit of dish. But first, buy us 2 minutes. Wanted to check in on our 12 Days of Christmas giveaway.
Yes.
We have a winner to announce from yesterday. We started yesterday.
Yes, we did.
On Friday the 13th. And then Mark's going to fill you in on what today's prize is and how to enter that so you can...
Yeah.
You'll find out tomorrow if you win that too.
Yeah.
So, what do we got?
Okay, well, if you didn't know, we started our 12 Days of Christmas giveaway yesterday, where every day for the next 12 days, well, I guess the next 11 days now, we have a prize to give away. And there's different things you have to do to win the prize, but they're all very, very easy. Yesterday's prize, we have a winner from yesterday, and yesterday's prize was 2 movie tickets to AMC Theaters, any AMC theater, a $10 gift certificate for AMC Theaters, and a Redbox movie rental code. And in order to win that one, they had to be the 12th, since it was the 12 Days of Christmas giveaway, the 12th person to email us, and the 12th person to email me. And it's so funny, the email was like, well, I'm sure I'm not the 12th person to email you, but I'm trying anyway. And it was her. So the winner of yesterday's day 1 of our 12-day giveaway is Karen M.
Karen.
Congratulations, Karen. You were the
Congratulations.
12th email we received, even though you thought you weren't. So contact me or I'll contact you and I'll get your prize to you, okay? Congratulations.
Congratulations, Karen.
Yes. Woohoo! I should have had confetti to throw.
Not the confetti. Well. It's too much.
Yes. So this is day 2 of our giveaway, and I'm reaching in my prize bag. Let's see, what do we have today? Oh. So today's prize is a $10 Starbucks gift card, all right? And I know a lot of people like Starbucks, so I got a 3-pack of these babies. So we might have some more Starbucks cards later on in the giveaway.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But all right, so today's prize, $10 Starbucks gift card. We're going to keep it simple. We're just going to keep it like yesterday because we have Coffee Talk coming up. So the 10th person to email us at SmokeySteveAndMarc@yahoo.com wins
$10 Starbucks card.
Yes. All right.
Just for sending an email.
Just send an email. You don't have to say anything in it. Just send an email. We go by the timestamp when it comes in. And since it's a $10 gift card, we'll say the 10th person to email us, okay?
Sounds good.
So I'll be checking that, and the winner will be announced in tomorrow's video.
All right.
All right.
Stay tuned tomorrow.
Yes. All right. And I'm gonna head out and let you get on with your
Yeah, we have
your
some business
dishing.
to attend to.
Yes,
so,
you do.
Well, thank you, Mark.
Tell her I said hi.
Yeah.
You know.
He had a few thoughts. I'll share them as we go. Thank you, Mark.
All right. Well, thank you for letting me impose, and good luck, everybody.
All right. So, yes, we've had a bit of a week. Now, what hat?
Hat.
I'm in the middle of something here.
Hat.
What? I'm leaving my hat on. I'm not wearing the Christmas hat.
Oh, see,
See,
I have it here ready to go, and he won't put it on, just so everybody knows.
Okay, fine. You want me to look like a dick? Fine. So at any rate,
Have fun.
Yeah, I'm trying to get in the spirit. We left off with the 5 a.m. lobster and mac and cheese mukbang. So that was on a Monday, and that was 5 hours into her weight loss journey. Okay. So, yeah, and there was more farting, which is kind of an overarching theme for this entire week with her. Now, we did check in earlier in the week with a surprise coffee talk, so I'm not going to dig back too far. We're going to pick up from there where we left off. So the next thing that came up was a pasta mukbang. Spaghetti with sausage, peppers, parmesan. I gotta say, that looked good. When I was growing up, every Monday night was pasta night at our house, so it was like spaghetti, sausage, meatballs, it brought me back. She said she hasn't been feeling well, and granted, the woman just did have a hysterectomy. So she says, like, hormones. She did claim that she gets dizzy and sick, and the only thing that will cure it is food. You know, she gets hungry. She threw out there that her A1C is 6.1. I'll leave that to people that know more about blood sugar than I do. I did some cursory research. You know, I Googled it. And my assessment was not the same as Chantal's when it came to that being just perfectly fine. But again, I'm not a doctor, so I'm not going to dig too far. And the stuff with the hysterectomy, that's out of my wheelhouse a little bit too. So she did say she has to change the dressings, no showers. She's been sponge bathing herself, and she hasn't washed her hair. She then did address the farting, and she says that she leaves them in because some people find it funny, and then a lot of people don't. And she didn't know what to do. Oh, of all the dilemmas. All the dilemmas, whether or not to leave flatulence in my videos. We don't run into that here too much. She's going to make an effort from here on out, per this video, to try and cook more of her own food, and to eat fast food less often, because she's been eating it too much. And by eliminate, she means she's going to try to go a month without fast food. Try to make homemade food. Now, there was a community post that said as much, talking about recreating fast food at home, which is a really novel idea. I think it's actually a pretty good idea. But I remember watching a throwback video that I think Yaba, YouTube Underground, had done, and she had the same idea then. And I don't think she's done it yet, or maybe she might have done it once and then never repeated it. So, it is a great idea. It continues to be a great idea. Maybe in another 2 years, we'll hear the idea again. But, like, do it, because I think it would be all, I would watch it. She said she wasn't able to cook while she was recovering, which was why she was ordering a lot of food. I get that fast food tastes good. Okay, I understand that. I wasn't fat for no reason. So I understand that fried food tastes good. The bag smells good. The whole experience of the drive-thru. I like food. I like the process of getting food. I have a history of addiction. So, and I'm cross-addicted. I can get hooked on anything that makes you feel better. So I understand that part of it. But if we're gonna like lay blame and say all I could get my hands on was fast food, so I had to eat like junk, every freaking fast food chain almost has a grilled chicken sandwich or a salad somewhere on the menu. So, you know, we don't have to go for, you know, 2 double Whoppers and some onion rings, and then go to McDonald's to get the special sauce from the Big Mac to dip everything in. You know, we can meet somewhere in the middle here. We can still go to McDonald's and not, you know, risk hurting ourselves. So, Chantal was then critical of corn-fed beef, because cows shouldn't eat corn, they should eat grass, and it should be grass-fed, so she was very concerned about the quality of the food that the cows were eating. Yeah. So then her and Pete's go through 1,000 Christmas lights. Now, this is good, I think, because Chantal's doing more than just hanging out at the house. She's driving, Pete's is in the passenger seat, so unless this is like an old video, they're out and about, and she's behind the wheel, which to me would be a good sign of progress, because she said she couldn't drive very much or very well. They went to go see the magic of lights. It was a 2-kilometer, I'm terrible with metric, I'm such an American, drive through the lights. They did give a quick epilepsy warning for those with flashing light issues. That was actually probably kind of considerate. They did some fun little Christmas facts that they were pulling out of thin air, but were kind of true. Chantal sang, and at one point she either burped or farted, and all I heard was Mark scream, "That's disgusting!" So, Mark's in the other room. He's in the other room. Shh. I can't stand it. So, the next thing she does is a McDonald's breakfast burrito, sausage McGriddles, and hash browns. Now, so the fast food thing came back pretty quick instead of spacing it out. It was the kind of thing she was going to do maybe once a month, and I guess that once per month happened the next day. You know, there's this urgency. I can only have it once a month, so I'll have it tomorrow, and that'll be it. My cheat meal, I'll have it once a week. The week starts Monday. It's 5 a.m. Monday, I'll have it now. There's this, like, urgency to get to the food I want, and all other food in between is just a waste of my time. I don't know. She said she hasn't eaten since 4 o'clock yesterday, and as long as I don't abuse it and eat well rest of the day. Again, this is a very years-old idea that Chantal has had. And to the extent that she's maintaining her weight by doing that, she's in the high 300s, and seems to have been based on what she's documented. But still, any diet that's helping you maintain almost 400 pounds is not working. I wouldn't call it progress. Something different something different might have to happen to see any change. That's all I'm saying. Let's see. She went into a story time about going for a blood test, and then some dude came up behind her and gave her a big hug and nibbled on her ear because he had mistaken her for his wife, I guess, which would still be a weird thing to do to your wife, I think, in the waiting room of a hospital or a doctor's office. I'm just not affectionate like that. He knows. Then she talked about going through the parking garage and thought she might have had a paranormal encounter. Whatever. She does kind of go off on a side thing, talking about how when she's beezing, she likes to just eat to eat. She mentions going to see a CBT center, going to a CBT center on Tuesday. I'm assuming CBT is cognitive behavioral therapy, which is, it's good. It's a very popular tool in mental health. And then she wants to keep the rest of it kind of to herself. She doesn't want to share what's going on. She will, but she, at the moment, as of this timestamp, she doesn't want to. She says, you know, she feels like she has no control and wants to regain control. Now, here's where I'm going to say, I get it. Because the OA crowd, OA stems from AA and the 12 steps. And there's one of the steps that, the first one, where you talk about being powerless and having unmanageability in your life. So yeah, Chantal's got a little unmanageability. I did when I was, you know, funneling vodka in the Burger King bathroom. So I can appreciate where that comes in. Being powerless over it was a little bit harder to kind of deal with. And I don't subscribe to 12-step theology at this point. But I can appreciate the struggle of, am I powerless over it, or do I want to gain control over it? Are those things mutually exclusive? So where she's torn, I've been torn. So to the extent that she's flip-flopping and wishy-washy on that, I'm not mad at her on that. That's a tough thing to kind of reconcile. How am I going to get well? What am I going to do to get well? On the contrary, she does say, you know, everybody's different. But she said it in the kind of tone where it's like, everyone's different is kind of like, well, duh. But when you're making excuses, which she kind of adds a few later, saying everyone's different is tantamount to saying I'm different, meaning what helps other people won't help me because they used to call it terminally unique. You know, I'm so special I'm going to die from it because I can't do what other people do to stay healthy. You know, that's an unfortunate outcome. She wants to kind of like switch the ratio of good and bad food, according to her, from like 90% crap and 10% good to like 90% good, 10% crap. But she does have to eat crappy to do mukbangs because, you know. And then she starts to make more excuses and then catches herself and says, I don't need anyone's approval. I have to remember this is my channel. You know, people who are saying, oh, I'm concerned or I'm worried about your health. And she feels that is shaming to some degree. Concern, I guess, is shaming. And it doesn't help. And again, credit where credit goes, Chantal is right. I've did some cursory research for another reason, not dealing with this video. Shaming does discourage weight loss in people who need to lose weight. It's not a useful tool. So she might have made it up or she might have known, but she was right either way. Having said that, does support encourage weight loss in her either? I mean, there's plenty of people along the ride who have said, do you, try this, try whatever works, whatever helps, whatever this. How much more is left, you know, to try? I mean, we were doing grape juice and lemons for a little while and then trying to heal those cysts with a water fast. I mean, there's a lot of, some of the most outlandish ways to try to lose weight and be healthy have been attempted by Foodie Beauty. So, I don't know. So I'm not sure that support is actually helping either, because she's had support as well as shaming and critiques and all that stuff. She talks about her healing and how she's, her incision is splitting open. So the nurse said she might not be eating enough protein, and Chantal said, quote, pretty much all I can do is sit here and eat, but I thought she went out with Pete's the day before. So, unless it was, again, filmed out of sequence and she was in the car driving. So she can do more than sit there and eat. I don't know that she wants to do more than sit there and eat, but it seems like she could if the timeline is accurate. She said, well, there's a little bit more to this, okay? So, referencing this whole video, she basically says, you know, she's trying to take care of her health as best she can. She's ordering minerals. She was wearing a girdle to try to hold the incision in, and it hurt. She's talking about being referred to a menopause clinic, so she's kind of wrapping up a health update of where she is. Then she comments on this video, and I'm not going to read it word for word, but she basically blames people who are triggered by her videos. You're responsible for what triggers you and what you watch, not me. I really don't care if you think I'm eating too many calories, and no, what I eat has no impact on an incision open. Please research before spreading ridiculous rumors. Now, the only curious thing, what you eat has no impact on the incision. Chantal herself said that being heavier, things wiggle, wiggle, and jiggle, which can complicate healing. So maybe what you're eating now isn't hurting it, but what you ate the week before surgery, the 6 months before surgery, the 2 years before surgery, might be complicating it. So, you know, it might not be in real time. You might not be eating enough in one sitting to literally explode, but there is some possible complications per you based on just the shape of your body, which is larger than most given your height. So that was that. And then, oh my god, there's another thing on the commute. You see, okay, just when I thought I was done with this, I thought I was done. I was getting ready to put it all together. I checked one last time, and she put up another video. So, oh yeah, she did this BoxyCharm thing. It was a bunch of makeup in a couple boxes. I watched it. It was a waste of my life. Then she gets a Chinese food mukbang. Last video that just came out today, there was a fart warning. Her hair looked, I thought, great. Really good. Especially for her, because sometimes she just doesn't give a shit about her hair, but I thought she looked good. She has this water bottle she's very impressed with. Apparently it's the official water bottle of mukbangers. It holds 64 ounces of ice-cold water. There's not too much else to say about a water bottle, except it keeps things cold, but she was very proud of it. She's eaten just like mall Chinese food. Nothing too fancy. She went to the clinic. She said she didn't have it in her to cook. She ripped ass sometime around the 10-minute mark because she's, you know, a class act. She was having mukbangers block. She didn't know what to talk about. I don't think she burped at the 14-minute mark. I think she was imitating a ghost. She was just talking about movies she likes and shows she wants to watch. So there was really not much in the way of content. And then the last thing was that she put up... No, I don't want to go to my channel. I don't want to go to my channel. I'm trying to make this a little bit shorter. And we're having some weather, so the internet isn't all that it could be. So, there we go. Foodie, 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 foodie. So how is everybody doing? This might deserve another bonus coffee talk, because she's going off the rails at this point with the Whiplash. Okay, so 3 hours ago, this is going to be contrary to what I've said in the past. However, the new harassment policy on this platform, I have not and will not report any videos. There are some parody channels and reactions I find funny, and then there are some that are more problematic. Regardless, I have decided that I do best when I just work on my channel and do my thing. I don't wish for anyone to lose their channels. I just wanted to clarify that. Now, who's going to be first to get struck or flagged? But because we know it's known that this, first of all, this is going to be deleted before like the weekend's over, and then something's going to happen to someone. It's just how it happens. It's just how this rolls. So she's had a very up and down week. She's made some decisions, changed them again. She's having a hard time healing. So Chantal, if you are watching, and who knows if you are, I hope your healing gets better. You know, an incision ripping open for any reason is probably uncomfortable. I can't pretend to understand what the healing is like from a hysterectomy because I've never had one and never will. But my sympathy. I hope that therapy goes well at the CBT place on Tuesday. It's weird because I'd like to know about your weight loss journey, but when you do put it out, people give feedback, but then your journey changes direction so many times that gives negative I don't know. So we'll see, I guess. But thank you for another week of fodder for discussion. I do appreciate it. So thank you all for watching. Please do subscribe. Hit the like button. You can follow Mark and I on Facebook at SmokeySteveAndMarc or on Instagram at SmokeySteveAndMarc. Our email address and contact information is all listed below. Thank you all for watching, and we will catch up with y'all tomorrow. Don't forget to enter. Bye.